Make a date with Reverend Dr. Ebenezer Markwei at 6 a.m. from Monday to Saturday on Graphic Online via Facebook and YouTube as he expounds on matters of faith. Graphic Online, truth and accuracy every day.
My name is Reverend Dr. Ebenezer Markwei of Living Streams International. We meet behind the trade fair, behind Zenith College, and we invite you to come and join us on Sundays and Wednesdays and any other day that we meet. Now, I'm bringing to you matters of faith with Graphic Online. Today, I like to caption what I like to call satanic programs. In Luke 22:31, there is a very powerful story over there. Jesus began by saying, "Simon, Simon, the enemy has sought to have you and to sift you like wheat. But I have prayed for you that your faith will not fail. And when you rise up, strengthen your brethren." When I heard that, I was a little bit, forgive me, but I was a bit bemused. Like, what is God saying? What is Jesus saying? That whole statement didn't make sense to me. Number one, the enemy has an agenda. So he was telling Peter there's an agenda, and that agenda is supposed to sift you like wheat. And if you may not understand what it really means. When we were kids, they used to do, those corn, we used to call it the rocks. They don't beat it, pulverize it into powder, but they beat it slightly in such a way that the skin will peel off. You get it, and I don't know how we call it. We call it rocks or the corn meal, but we call it in our local language oblayo or something. When we were in school, we used to call it rocks. You add sugar and milk to it, you get it, and water. It's like something like a rice water, but different. So here's the interesting thing. Now, to sift like wheat, what they do is that they put it in a mortar and they begin to beat it slightly, not pulverize it, but beat it in such a way that the skin will be peeled off, or rub it. Some people take it to this way, they rub it in such a way that the skin will come off. And when the skin comes off, that corn can be unproductive. It cannot germinate anymore. It's dead. After that, it is taken and thrown into the air. And then the chaff is blown away by the wind. So it unbalances. And that's what Jesus is saying. The enemy is also to have you and to sift you like wheat. Now, that which troubled me was Jesus admitted that there is a satanic program. And then I was comforted by the fact that he said, "But I have prayed for you." Immediately he said, "But I've prayed for you." And I look at him, we said, "Hey, oh, you are." That's it. If God has prayed for you, then that's it. Then I read further, and then I said, "But I've prayed for you that your faith will not fail." Then he went on to add more insult to injury for where I'm coming from. He said, "And when you rise up, strengthen your brethren." Oh, wait a minute. Jesus did not pray that what the enemy was seeking to do, Jesus didn't stop the enemy. He didn't wave a magic wand and said, "Devil, you can't do this." He said, "The enemy has sought to have you and to sift you like wheat, but I've prayed for you." And what he was saying to Peter, that I am not praying for the thing not to happen, but this thing is going to happen. This event is going to happen. And then he even went on further to tell Peter that, "And you will fall." Because he said, "When you rise up." So guess what Jesus is saying? There's an agenda of the enemy. The final ultimate agenda of the enemy is to have you. That one is not going to happen. But he's going to sift you. You're going to go through a turbulent period, and I've not prayed for that turbulent period not to happen. But I'm rather praying that your faith will be sustained. I'm rather praying that your faith will be upheld. So I'm not praying against it. I'm praying for strength for you. He said that your faith will not fail. I'm praying that you not lose your faith. And then he said, "And when you rise up, strengthen your brethren." That is admitting to Peter, you're going to fall. Oh boy. Jesus, why? God, why? So Jesus was saying, you're going to go down. The enemy wants to do worse. But I'm going to allow him. He's going to take you down. You are going to go down. But guess what? You're not going to stay down. You're going to rise up. That's what I have prayed for. That your faith will not fail. And when you rise up, strengthen your brethren. Then I said, okay, wait a minute. Peter, you're going to go through an experience. Peter, you're going to go through a turbulent period. Peter, you're going to go through a nasty incident. Peter, you're going to go through an event that is going to turn you around, spin you around like a top. make things uncomfortable for you. Peter, you're going to go through that. But do you know something, Peter? I am telling you that this experience is going to knock you down. But I have prayed, and my prayer I have prayed is going to sustain you. The prayer I'm praying is for sustenance, that you'll be sustained. I'm extending grace to you for you to be sustained. And he said, and you are going to get up. And when you get up, you're going to teach your brethren. Oh, wait a minute. He who has gone down and who has never been down, who is stronger? You say the one who's never gone down. But I say the one, or God says, the one who's been down, but managed to gather strength to come up. He knows a thing or two that you don't know. And with what he knows, he'll be able to instruct you. He's going to teach you how you can get up from a fall, how you can make a second comeback, how you can stand up. So guess what? Even though there's a satanic program, even though there's something that is so wrong that is about to happen, the end has already been certified by God. The end has been written. And God says, you're going to come out victorious. So you know what? This particular period, you can't allow your faith to fail. This particular period, you can't allow your faith to go down. No, be strengthened that you are going to come out much more bigger, much more better than when you went down. Peter, when he was going down, didn't know about how to fall and how to rise up. But when he went down, he then knew what it means to fall. When he gets up, he's much more wiser on what to do not to fall. So guess what? Satanic programs, they don't come to pull you down, but they come to give you strength. There are things that you go through that the prayer topic of Jesus is not for the thing to be aborted, but that your faith will not fail. And he says something, he's so confident of you that you're going to come out on top. So he says, when you rise up, when you get up from this nasty experience, when you get up from this bad event, these nasty circumstances, use the knowledge that you have to teach others that they can make it and that the end is not over. The story is not over. They can make it. So you know what? Satanic programs, there's strength for you. See you next time. God bless.